Hello world, and welcome back to KageNoctuumGaming. I am KageSong, and this is Sundays with Sid, playing Sid Meier's Civilization 6, and hoping I remember what the fuck I was doing. I've got Noir on chat with me, just hanging out, like a couple times ago happened. And he's not playing, he's just hanging out. We're gonna be doing some Grid Autosport later for Thursday, and gaming with Noir. And I was gonna say real quick before you say whatever the fuck you were gonna say, he's using a fucking Apple product right now. He's using an iPhone, and what that basically means is that iPhones suck, and there might be some background noise from his end, and I apologize for Apple's absolute shit.
This was the last phone that Steve Jobs showed on stage died. Shows some damn respect crap I don't like. I got for
I stopped respecting Steve Jobs after the iPhone got invented.
Really? The Newton didn't do it for you? You were hanging in there after the Newton and the Lisa just be like, I'm sure things will go up from here.
Well, if you want me to be honest, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, so...
The Newton was a PDA before PDAs that was put out by Apple. Obviously it didn't go very well to know about it. And the Lisa was a computer where they decided to put the internal speaker right next to the hard drive, so whenever it booted up and said ding, the magnetism crashed the hard drive. Because engineering, son!
That
Can't make this shit up. True story.
That makes way too much sense.
You know it's true, right? Slap an Apple logo on that shit. Send it out. Yeah. Oh man.
Looks like that actually is going to be a good holy fight.
I get to tell you what happened last night on my project that I had.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so aside from traveling 3 hours to Kansas City, well 7 hours away, Kansas City today, and not stopping behind Kage, which kind of hard to do, honestly.
You're an asshole. Steve's an asshole.
That's true.
This jackass came up 45 minutes north of me from 3 hours south of me, picked up his girlfriend, and couldn't even stop for 5 minutes. Couldn't convince his, I'm gonna say stepdad for the sake of the video, to stop for 5 minutes to say hi, when I drive down there to see his ass all the time. Relatively speaking. Relatively, like, comparatively all the time. Way more often.
Let's make a proper distinction for the audience. You own a car and not. I was not driving. I was a passenger. And it took me, like, I don't know, several months to get them convinced to go take this trip in the first place.
This is true. Don't get me wrong, I'm upset with Steve, not you.
That's fair. Jeeves was a bad Jeeves. But it's okay.
Jeeves was a bad Jeeves. That is...
It's like, you're paying me to drive this point to this point. There's no stopping. It was like the transporter. Like way more...
Well, so the reason I'm upset with Steve is that, like, I'm upset that he didn't want to say hi to me.
Yeah, well...
Anyway,
back to my project that I was working on last night before I inevitable trip to Kansas City.
Fuck, I saw that happening. Not your Kansas City shit. My trader just got beat up by... I didn't see the barbarians. I didn't have my warriors by my trader, and then, boom, barbarians said, ooh, traitor. Saw that happening right before it was too late. Or right after it was too late, I suppose. Okay, so back to whatever you were blabbing about, yeah.
It involves web page scripting and the Sega Dreamcast. And Bleedcast.
Okay. So that is an amusing introduction.
Yes, so I was like, I'm a Sega Dreamcast. I should burn this for tonight for fun. For funsies. So I was like, what should I get? And I was like, how about Silent Hill on the original PlayStation, but on the Dreamcast, not an official port, but using a never-released beta Bleem disc. I thought it was a boot disc. I thought I was going to download a boot disc, and then I actually downloaded Silent Hill for the original PlayStation just to burn a copy of Silent Hill, because I thought I'd have to do a disc swap. That did not turn out to be the case. I realized the Bleemcast disc that I thought was a boot disc, which would be like, I don't know, 20 megabytes probably, if that, was like 500 megs, which is considerably bigger than Silent Hill is on the original PlayStation. So clearly, the entirety of the Silent Hill disc image, plus the Bleemcast stuff, was all put in one disc image that was self-bootable. So that happened. And guess where I got it at? MU Paradise. I downloaded this from MU Paradise last night, even though MU Paradise doesn't allow download. That's where the... I was
gonna say, like, is MU Paradise operational again?
No. They cut the links, but the links are still there. So there's a thing apparently called, what's it called? I think it's called Tamper Monkey, something like that. It's a Chrome extension that lets you run scripts. And if you go to the site, you have this other program that finds scripts for you. You can just run this script, and it has a bypass on the first page before you go to the second page in MU Paradise, and that will let you download those games. You can actually still download things from MU Paradise if you have a script running in the background.
Okay, so you're gonna help me get that done on my computer.
Potentially, if you quit bitching about not showing up and telling you you're a douchebag and then leaving. I can do that over the phone.
It's just not the same.
It isn't the same.
I know it's not as satisfying for you either not to do it in person.
Well, I did go up there to get, like, my fiance, so I'm pretty satisfied at the trip so far.
We're not going to talk about that satisfaction in specific, but I am way more important than your fiance. We were prison buddies.
That damn well sounds like something to say.
Only because it's true.
Sure it is, buddy. Sure.
You've known me longer. We have a deeper, more intimate knowledge of each other than you have with your fiance. And you've been inside of your fiance.
I'm a grown-ass man that was in prison in the state of Missouri for 12 years, and I'm 31 years old. And I'm here to tell you, please, no cries.
Oh. By the way, should I change the title of my Civilization series to Conversations with Noir?
Possibly. That, and I might add something to this. How many people, like, legit think I made that up because of how I'm just, like, crazy all the time? But everything I just said is totally, completely true.
I am going to say most of my audience right now probably knows you well enough to already know that about you. And probably is aware that we met in prison.
Yeah,
the whole two people that are going to watch this outside of yourself because you're an egotistical bastard that wants to listen to yourself talk to me while I play Civilization.
Hey, I have watched all the videos that I'm in and none of the other ones.
And none of the other ones. You should watch the other ones. Those are the ones I want you to watch more. At least the ones that, like...
What?
At least
one... There's a serious lack of skin.
You're an asshole.
Such an ass.
You are like the definition of a fucking piece of shit.
I have lots of extra qualities. Although I'm curious right now.
Glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
Is she still pooping, or is she having trouble figuring out your toilet?
I hope not. I don't have the time to fix that thing again.
True story. But no, seriously, there are definitely some videos I think you would be interested in. I am working on a full review of the new alpha experimental build for 7 Days to Die, and it's going to be a segment-based review rather than like a playthrough. It's going to be just like, here's the bullet points I want to talk about with some clips to back that up. You should watch that. And you should watch some of the Diablo 3, specifically, if nothing else, watch what's going on with the Necromancer. I want your opinion on that as well. And then, like I said, I need you to watch the new No Man's Saturday. Just on the premise that I want your opinion of the new format. Be a good friend and watch my YouTube. A real friend watches a friend's YouTube.
Oh, well. Yeah, about that, sorry.
It's like a modern rule or something.
I'm the last person to hit social standard. Do you know that? It's one of our friends.
No, you're the second to last person.
You're the last person?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I'm mad that you don't even idle my videos like you should. Don't be a noir. Noir is gonna be a new term for bad friend on the internet land.
It probably already is a term for bad friend in French.
I don't think that's what it means in French. Unless
it's black and... It is a French word. It means black.
I know. I'm aware. That's why I said I don't think that's what it means in French.
So what should I ramble about now? Should I tell the kids about the 46 line of computer? Just for fun. Just for funsies.
What line of computer?
486.
Like
you know how they say x86 architecture?
Yeah.
Well, before there was an X, there was
186, 286, 386, 486. And the X is just like you might say Windows 9X to describe... I may not be exactly accurate, but the X is essentially like you would use, say, Windows 9X to describe Windows 95 or 98.
This is funnier. There is no 186. There's a 386 and there's a 486, and I'm pretty sure there's a 286. But there was never a 186. The first 86 computer... hang on. The first 86 was an 8086.
That's fine. My point was just relative to the point that the X is just replacing the first number.
Yeah, it's like Windows 3.x, which is... Or 99X, whatever the fuck.
Like I said, yes. And now they fixed it. They just have Windows X.
Oh, by the way, I saw the most Linus I've ever...
The what?
Linus Tech Tips. You gotta be watching that stuff.
Of course I do.
One of the more interesting ones I saw that I had to fucking find out about because I have a legit copy of it, which is really weird because I've never had a legit copy of any Windows. But I have a legit copy of this particular version of Windows.
Vista!
I got it from you. You had this. On your floor, underneath your cigarette butts. Dang.
I gave you a legit copy of Vista?
You did. I think you did.
Did I know that I gave it to you, or did you just walk out of my house with it?
I was like, you don't need Vista. You're like, no, I don't.
It seems accurate. Look, you could steal that from me and I would be happy about it. I don't remember this. Although I was very surprised, like, it really seemed to come down to the only reason he wouldn't recommend using Vista today is security. It's not supported for security features anymore. I'm like, you know what?
Well,
that's
because by the time they did the last service pack on Vista, it essentially was 7.
Right. I never thought Vista was all that bad, but I had a computer that could handle running Vista the way it was meant to run. I could run Arrow and everything. I was running an AMD Catalyst at the time, but it was like the generation before the latest generation of AMD Catalyst. Yeah, AMD Catalyst told me, like, that was top of the line back then.
Well, I was in prison for Vista. I went to prison in like 05, so I was gone. I was out of
You
there.
were gone. You did not get to experience all of the Vista fun. If it weren't for the security issues, I would actually like to reinstall Vista and be able to use all the desktop features that it had, like the widgets and stuff, because they were fucking legitimately cool.
Well, my fiance's here for the interruption that you knew was going to happen.
Of course, as long as it's not too interrupty. I will leave it up to the viewers. Viewers, if the fiance is too much in the background of the videos, say something in the comments. That way, my opinion.
Right, Robo. That's right, Robo. The one viewer we know is watching Robotech. Tell us what you think. And remember, you live very close to me. I know where you live. All right.
And remember that I have more power to promote your YouTube channel than he does.
Oh, I have the power to cut the motivation. That's fair.
I have the power, but not the motivation. That's great.
But no Robo.
Robo's not here. See, now
he's
that's
just the one viewer that we. He's just the one viewer that we know is a viewer.
Really, Miles?
See,
Okay.
now that is permanently in the YouTube video, and I'm already annoyed by it. Especially using my actual. I'm now going to have to go in and censor this video so that my real name is not used in it, because I do actually try to avoid that. So that's another conversation that you might have to have with her.
Okay.
Can Leisha hear me? Can Leisha hear me right now?
No, I am right.
I would call her not by her real name, but that's what she uses as a username. And I refuse to say...
Technically, currently she's using Austin now.
I refuse to call her one of the greatest anime characters of all time.
That's fair enough.
Anyway, your fiance, for sake of being fair, that may be another conversation that you need to have with her, is that technically this is a career for me, and I need to maintain professionalism, especially as the channel is growing.
You're just going to get bigger swaths of things you're going to edit out if it goes on too long. I'm sorry, I'll talk to you.
Yeah. Only Robo's going to see this, so I don't mind Robo hearing that conversation.
Why don't we get back talking about fun things like...
Yes! You were talking about the 486.
486, yes. 486s are awesome. They're great teas, man. And
I don't know much about them.
Well, okay, so the cool thing about the 486 was it could play Doom. It was the Doom computer. Like, if you wanted to play Doom with, like, max settings and the music, all that shit, right?
Right.
Like, you had to get a 486. And you know why Doom ran better on a 46 than it did on the 386?
Because 4 is bigger than 3?
That, but also the chipset of the 46 came with a Math Pro processor.
A what processor?
A Math Co processor, a processor for floating points.
Which is what Doom used to design most of everything?
Well, it's what you would use for anything pseudo 3D like Doom.
Yeah.
But it's also 46 also give rise to a lot of that accounting software kind of boom.
Right.
And
like QuickBooks and whatnot would run on the 486 because of floating points.
Yeah, yeah. So like you could do your taxes on your computer. Well, you could do it before then, but like
that it wasn't as good.
was just the sweet spot of it. And then we should tell the kids about the fun of running DOS on a 46 and the IRQ errors the IRQ conflicts for the cards that you could put into this.
Okay, you were gonna say IRQ era, and I'm like, IRQ is still definitely a thing. I have done IRQ encoding. within the past, since I've been out of prison, actually, because I did do some radio broadcasting after I got out of prison, just like I did prior to prison, and made way more money than I'm making on YouTube right now. I would make about $120 a month back then, broadcasting my music on Second Life over basically a bootleg pirate stream. And, well, the stream wasn't bootleg. I paid for it, technically, in Linden. I paid about $2 a month, which was about 2,500 Linden dollars. And for a legit internet radio stream that I broadcast into Second Life, and people would listen to it in the game, and they would pay me Linden dollars, which I would then sell for real dollars, which was completely legit and legal, other than the fact that I did not have the copyright to the music to profit off of it like that. So it was quasi, would you call that quasi bootleg radio station?
Possibly.
Everything about
quasi, right? Yeah.
The software I used was also pirated most of the time. I did at one point use Winamp rather than Sam Broadcaster, but god damn it, Sam Broadcaster, like, it's a $450 program. It was just the way to go. I gotta respond to Fox here real quick. Wonderful Discord overlay. I don't like that defaulting to announcements. Yeah. Well, you can go to general and see what I said. It seems fairly accurate.
Possibly? I don't know how to navigate it on iPhone.
Full circle. Isn't there a comedic rule about full circle and, like, the joke you start with, you gotta come back to? iPhones suck later in the conversation. I don't know how to navigate an iPhone. Yes. Truth.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my other city, Osaka, might actually produce a builder now. In 63 turns instead of 182. I think I need to build another builder in Kyoto. And then, from there, have him go up to Osaka and build stuff in Osaka. I don't know how long I've been recording either. Probably not going to play much longer on this recording.
Enough to bring about the afforestation or the irrigation of a country.
Research. They're really pushing horseback riding on me, but that's super military, and I'm actually not wanting to do military so much. I'm really wanting to focus on kind of diplomacy, which is a route that I don't often take in Civ, because it's not really... I can't believe that you haven't played more Civ in your life. It's such a classic from, like, when you were a child.
I believe it's the point where I say, Matt. I can't believe you can play more Sega Dreamcast. Which you said you have one still. Tell me you had
I
one.
didn't see it. I thought we had one, but I did not see it when I looked.
How do you do that? How do you use your life in such a way that you don't know if you do or don't have the greatest games of all time?
Because at one point or another we have owned all but 3 consoles that came out in or slightly before my lifespan, so it's hard to remember what we still have or don't have.
Okay, what was the ones you didn't have? Did you ever have a Sega Saturn?
I don't believe we ever had a Saturn. I don't believe we ever had a CD.
Okay. And you probably didn't have... Then you didn't have a Panasonic 3DO. You probably didn't
We
have
did
a
not have a
Neo
3DO. That is
Geo. You
correct.
have a Neo Geo.
A what?
AES. A Neo Geo AES. One of those.
No, we didn't. you're correct there.
You had like the basics, like you had like. You're not that old, anyway. So like, you had a
Atari. So we had the seminal Atari. We had the Jaguar. We had the NES. We had the SNES. We had every Game Boy that has ever existed. We have owned. Let's see. I said SNES. We had the 64. We had the GameCube. We had the PlayStation. We had the PlayStation 2. We had the PlayStation 3. We have the PS4. We have the Switch. We had the Xbox, the 360. We do not have the Xbox One because everyone kind of moved to PlayStation. Well, everyone being Matthew kind of moved to PlayStation from Xbox. And we had the Dreamcast. So that's like the list of the major console market, though.
Did you ever find out if you still have the OG Xbox?
I know I still have the OG Xbox. It's sitting on the table downstairs. I just don't have permission to fuck with it.
Oh, that's...
Find out. In fact, I played Mercenaries on it about a week ago, and other than the fact that I hate the controller, the game holds up wonderfully.
Yeah, you need my that controller that I found.
The one that I like, or I just need to put it on this thumbstick. I need you to remind me what programs to get. I played Mercenaries 2 on PS2 on the thumbstick, and no, just no, it's not Mercenaries. They went cartoon with it almost, like just overdone.
Right, it's easy. All you
The
have to
fuck
do
was
is
that,
cross
Home
out the
Slice?
wrong words.
What?
I don't know. Did you just like give your microphone a blowjob?
Possibly. It deserved it. Put a good microphone.
It is behaving pretty well. I'll give you that. It's being fairly well behaved.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get too angry, especially because I am recording this. But that could literally make this not be able to be monetized. Which,
I'm sorry, Alicia.
I'm not sorry. That upset me very much.
It's been a long day.
I do understand that for what it's worth. It's been a long day, and there's a lot of adjustment that needs to be understood. I do understand that Alicia is not used to being told that, like, certain things are disrespectful in certain ways and stuff, and having to abide by that. But I'm really trying to only be a douchebag about my prospective career, and not just like a general douchebag about the fact that she annoys me. If that makes at least a tiny bit of sense.
Aw. Well, I'm at least taking time out to talk to you, of course. Sorry that it's not always your...
Like, for instance, if we were actually just chatting and I wasn't recording and that happened, I'd just be like, grr, that's annoying, you know? But in this case, I'm actually now going to have to hunt that spot down and cut the audio out. Because I don't know if YouTube may or may not mark that as a copywritten song. Nor do I really know what the song was. Oh.
Well, buddy, old friend, old pal.
Uh-huh.
I'll probably have to get out of here. I gotta get some things done around here, and I think Alicia wants some attention anyway.
Are we gonna still record Gaming with Noir?
Probably, possibly, hopefully. I'm hoping that she cheers up a bit and beats your ass at the racing. Because that's kind of that's the bait and switch. I'm just going to give her the controller, and then whenever I finally win a lap, you know it's not me driving.
I mean, that basically makes sense. I just purchased that thinking it would be a good spot for my campus, and it's not. Fuck, I don't have a good spot for campus. I guess I'll have to buy this and only get a +1.
So we're not hanging out for the whole video, but I'm gonna head out.
That's okay, I'm probably going to end it before long anyway. If you're not going to play soon, though, then I'm going to move on to the next thing, because I've got a lot of work to get done.
Well, I haven't ate yet. I ate like one
reasonable.
all day. So I kind of need like time to eat and stuff as well.
You not eating is not reasonable, but like you needing to eat is reasonable.
Well, it's been a very nervous, stressful day.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I cannot. Yeah. I can understand your eating, but I can't schedule my career around Leisha.
No. I'll be done. Give me like 45 minutes to an hour or something, I guess.
Okay.
What time is it?
Actually, that's going to be too long. 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to probably have to move on. Because we're going to be playing 7 days, like, all night, and I'm going to be recording snippets of that. And 7 days is definitely an all-night thing. Like, I was hoping to record with you for about 45 minutes to an hour, or less than that, depending on how long you guys want to play. And then, play 7 days all night.
I'm going to throw 30 minutes out real quick, and then I'll go on the rest of the night.
Okay, so let me, give me, like, 2 or 3 more turns, which, I mean, that's a matter of Inter-Simulator right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to open your borders to me, I'll accept it. But this person that doesn't want to open their borders to me but wants me to open my borders, fuck you. I expect you to just want to declare war on me.
Well, that's inappropriate, mouse. Don't do that, mouse. Bad mouse.
What did it do?
PS1 controllers are fun, but the analog sticks make the mouse.
You realize that you can change that in Steam.
Well, I gotta be honest. It's also got an analog button, so I just shut the analog sticks off. That stops it, and then I turn it back on.
Fair enough. Alright, so that's gonna be it for Sundays with Civ. Hopefully my upload is done so that I can hop online and play Grid Auto Sport with Chris, otherwise he'll get... Or Noir, sorry. That's on me, I'll censor that if you want.
No need.
And hopefully we'll go ahead and get that recorded, and then I'll be moving on to recording for my review of 7 Days to Die Alpha 17, which, spoiler alert and preview, my opinion is changing now that I'm playing multiplayer from my first impression. So, we'll see how that goes. We will see you next week for this, and tomorrow for the next thing. Hey guys, thanks for watching what I'm sure was another case of me making an absolute idiot of myself. If it wasn't, I probably made a mistake. Anyway, feel free to click up here to watch a video that YouTube suggests. Click over here to watch our latest episode. And I would love it if you would click right about there to subscribe. If you do, please ring the bell below. Join our notification squad to stay updated. We should be releasing 2 episodes or more every single day to keep you happy and us looking stupid. Bye.